Question for you guys. Are men supposed to marry women that are way out of their league? Now, listen to the story. I married a guy that I met, and I know I'm way out of his league. However, while we were dating, he took care of me. He gave me everything that I needed. Now, 1 year down the line, I realized that he is not that man that he said he was. All he did was build castles in the air for me. Today, I realized that we could barely even keep up with bills, let alone take care of me. Now listen, I've said this over time. Women, one of the things the problem that some women have, and I do not want to address it to a lot of women, but some women, is that some of you just jump right into it because of societal pressure, or you think you've been on survival mode for a very long time. And because you've been on survival mode, he worked in at that time to save you. Which is why I always tell women, please do not be on survival mode when it comes to being with a man. Because when you're on survival mode when it comes to being with a man, you would fall for anything. You wouldn't have anything basically that you're falling for. It is whatever comes your way that you'll fall for. And that's exactly what happened to you here. And then another thing we do, you know, long truth. That's the truth. You thought that he had something to offer and you went in. And then after realizing that, you then see that he actually has nothing to offer. Everything he did for you was to build castles in the air for you. Now listen, yes, some men don't know how to cut their coat according to their size. Some men like flashy women, and because they love flashy women, they end up choosing women that are way out of their league. And that's the truth. Not to disrespect any man, not to say that any woman is actually way, but in all fairness, there are women that are way out of some men's league. Say you're being paid like 30,000 naira every month. The next thing, you're actually aiming for a girl that you see dates men that give her a million naira, 2 million naira and all that, and you're saying that she's your choice for a wife. You should actually help yourself by probably working to meet up to that 1 million to also be able to meet up to the kind of woman you want. That is how I see life. And for the woman, I always say this: get something doing so you don't become a woman who will just date a man on survival mode. Because at the end of the day, if you marry a man on survival mode, when push comes to shove and things are not going the way you guys want it to be, this is where you find yourself, which is why you're asking if a man should allowed to marry a woman that is way out of their league. If you ask me, I will say no. Men, respect yourself. When you see that girl is flashy, she's flamboyant, she's everything, leave her to be in her lane. Don't go pick her up thinking you can handle it, because at the end of the day, it will fall back to you, and situations like this will always happen.